and moving from place to place.
Welcome back to Youth Wednesdays on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. You're viewing the one and only morning show. We have up next, are you interested in vehicles? Are you a vehicle junkie? Are you into vintage? We have a very, very packed event for you, covered by yours truly, at the Tobago Massy Motors dealership in Scarborough. So stay tuned. Good morning and welcome to Youth Wednesdays on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. We are live here at Massy Motors Tobago dealership. We are here at the MG event where we're going to delve into all the trims, all the models, even some vintage model vehicles here this evening. So join us, come and drive with us at the MG Motor event here in Scarborough, Tobago. Sake, can you just share what your name is and what you do here?
My name is June Phillips. I am a new vehicle sales representative.
All right. And what is this event about?
All right, so this MG launch that we have tonight is to bring the awareness to Tobagonians that apart from the Nissan brand we have and the Hyundai and the Volvo and the Volkswagen, we also carrying the MG. And we want you to know that it's affordable. That's why we invited you all here tonight, so that people could see exactly how the product looks, and that the prices can reach your pocket, and that you'll be proud to be an owner of an MG.
You know, and it's interesting that you mentioned price, because given that, you know, of late, the spike in vehicle prices, given the new modern features and the somewhat shift to electric or hybrid, you know, the price have seen a much of a hike. The government have tried to do what they could to kind of subvert the price or redirect the price by subsidizing certain things. But you know, still MG is offering something that meets the pocket. Can you just share with the viewers what are the trims pertaining to the vehicle that are available here at Massy Tobago?
All right. So again, it all depends on the model you're going to take. Right. So they come in the MG3, which is a hatchback. Right. All right.
And who is that target market for?
So that target market could be for a single person, someone who is now going into the work world and just want, you know, a smaller vehicle for themselves. All right. Then you have the ZS, which is coming up a little more to the families. Comfort, everything.
That's a compact SUV.
A compact SUV.
Okay. All right.
And then you have the HS model. So in the ZS you have two models, which is the Excite and the Essence. And in the HS you have the Core, Excite, and Essence. So it's gonna meet everybody's pocket. If you feel you want to pay $174, we have that.
Okay.
You want to pay $210, we have that.
Oh, really?
If you want to come, I will tell you, you need to get the HS for the 325, which is the Essence. I know your pay would afford you that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I would have to talk to management to kind of tweak my remuneration package, and I'll come to you and I'll have them send you a letter directly, or
Please.
I could make available some contact information so you can solicit on my behalf.
Of course.
All right?
Of
But
course.
however, the models, what are some of the most notable features of these vehicles?
All right. So you have the blind spot detection, the lane assist. You have, if you, according to how you set your seat, your mirrors, example, even when reversing, your mirrors will turn to suit all of that too as well. Yes. For example, even in the HS Essence, when you sit in that vehicle, the seat it has, like a sporty seat, right. It hugs you.
It's more like the bucket seats.
More like the bucket seat, like how you sit in a plane.
Right.
Yeah, you feel like a real pilot in
Not
that
Caribbean
one.
Airlines though. No offense.
Yeah, not advertising for them, but I'm just saying.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, so those are some of the features that they come with. Some of them have the sunroof as well, which is the Essence that has a sunroof also.
And just for those who might be interested, right? Because guys, I know many of you like myself might want to get into a new vehicle. Just tell the Tobagonians and those who might be elsewhere that are so interested where they could find this dealership.
Okay, so this dealership is Massy Motors Tobago Limited, and it's at Northside Road, Scarborough, Tobago, right? And my name is June Phillips, and I can share my number, 751-6875. You could call me tonight and all if you need a quotation. Yes, it's not too late, just call. And we also have financiers that we can put them onto, even yourself.
Oh,
yes?
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you very
welcome.
much. Guys, there you have it. We have the MG sales representative giving us some more highlight about the MG vehicles and the different trims and features, and even where you can find the dealership. Remember, MG doesn't. What does MG stand for, by the way?
Morris Garage.
And not machine gun, guys. Morris Garage. So there you have it. Here you have the MG event. Thank you guys for viewing, and we have more for you.
Yes.
So good evening, guys. Welcome back to Usual Wednesdays. We are here live at the MG event, and we are chatting with Mr. Winston Trim, the operations manager here at Massy Stores, Tobago. Good evening to you, Massy Motors. Sorry, Tobago. Thank you for the correction. What does this event mean for Tobago and the Trinidad by extension?
It is something new and something innovative, because with all the brands that Massy carries, this is the latest edition. And because it is the latest edition, we need to be able to let people know that it is here in Tobago and it is here to stay. We have sold these cars to customers for the last 2 years, but it is time that we let the rest of Tobago know, because late last year in Trinidad, they had the launch in Trinidad. So I cannot, in my good conscience, allow Tobago to be left out in any manner. So that was the whole point of having it, to let people know that we are here. It is something new, it is something innovative, it is something to experience, because we have something for every class, and the price is right with the amount of features that we have in these things.
And price has seemed to be the underlying factor here and selling point of this vehicle. But what about trust? Given that this is a new vehicle, where do you think is this vehicle in the minds of Tobagonians, especially given that now vehicles are very much more expensive?
The trust comes from Massy Motors Tobago Limited, because we are here, we're not going anywhere. And Tobago is small enough for people to be able to understand that if there is a problem, they know exactly where to go. So this is not something that is by the way that we think it is. So we're here to stay. So we're here, and we put ourselves out there to be able to let you know that if there is an issue, we are here to be able to deal with it.
So therefore, because Massy chose this brand, it is a brand to trust.
It is, because if people do their research, this is one of the number one selling vehicles in Australia, because Australia is a market that we compare ourselves to, because Australia is right-hand drive. And it's one of the largest selling vehicles in Australia. And it is something that we have brought in, because when we brought in, the first time we brought in these vehicles, we brought it in the beginning of September. And by the end of September, it was only 2 that was left. And this is the first time that this vehicle ever came into the country, that people ever saw it. But people don't realize, because of the vintage that we have, this vehicle has been in Trinidad and Tobago for a very long time, but people just never knew about it. So now we have brought it in modern times, and to something modern, to a class that people can enjoy. Because even the Essence that we have in the HS, the interior colors of those, you can either get it in black, beige, or red.
Wow.
Interior.
And you highlighted Miss Inspector Pigott for having one of the cleanest vehicles, and she indicated that she has one of the special trims in terms of the
she has a red
Yes.
interior, because previously she had a red car.
Right.
And because she's so good at what she does, we gave her a black car. but we gave her back a red with the
Inside.
interior.
Right. So now persons aren't seeing her red, but she is seeing it
But
for satisfaction.
she has a red.
Right.
But it was, I think it was very easy to be able to even to convince her to be able to take, because the features inside of this car. This car has all the features of a high-end vehicle at a lower cost. The look of a high-end vehicle at a lower cost. Because when you look at the car, there is nothing about this car that looks cheap.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. And the design language of this vehicle seems to be up to par with what is modern now.
And it's a younger generation.
Right, and some enthusiasts might say that they're playing it safe, but if it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
All
it's
the,
not broken,
all,
but it doesn't.
all the time, because people consider that the vehicles are manufactured out of China now.
Right.
And the Massy Motor Company has bought it. But the vehicle has been in a British car for a very long time. And the British heritage have not come out of the car, because there are certain elements of the car that you can't see the British heritage in, that you know that it is British. When you sit in the car, it feels heavy on the road. There is nothing about it that feels cheap. It feels premium. The feel of it, the look of it, and everything feels premium. So, and because Massy has put their stamp on this car, that it tells you that it's here to stay.
Right.
It's not going in. It's part of our lineup of our vehicles that we are manufacturing or we are distributing. But at the end of the day, Massy Motors has to define themselves from everybody. And the Tobago speak is always that things like this only happen in Trinidad.
Right.
So we have to change the dynamic, because we are changing. Things are changing, so let's change with the time. Let us bring what they have there to us, so it feels as Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, and certainly, no doubt there. I want to thank you for being ambassador for Tobago in your side of the vineyard, and continue doing what you're doing. And it was a pleasure interviewing with you. All right, all the best, my brother.
All the best.
Good evening, sir.
Okay.
And just for the viewers' sake, just tell us your name.
My name is Chris Caldero, and I am the owner of this vintage MG.
Okay, so tell me, how long did you have this vehicle?
I had this vehicle only over 3 years.
Right.
Right.
But how old is this vehicle, should I ask?
This vehicle is a 1960.
Wow.
1960.
And why is this brand trusted? Why did you purchase this vehicle besides the fact that you're into vintage?
I always had a love and passion for this vehicle because I'm the owner of a body shop.
Right.
And I always love these MG from day one.
And is it because the works and the quality of this vehicle stand out so much so that you had to buy it?
Yes.
Right. But just tell us, what is the top speed of this vehicle?
Top speed of this, you'll get 110 miles per hour.
Okay. And how were you able to keep this in such pristine condition? I mean, it's quite a small car.
Yes. But I built the car. This is my wood.
You built this?
Yeah. I did all the bodywood restoration, rotisserie restoration. I had a whole team, a guy who, a poultry guy, technician, mechanic. So there's a whole team I put together to get this car done.
Right. So how were you able to link up with Massy Motors Tobago to be a part of this auspicious event?
Right. So what happened while the car was in the process of completing and assembling, a guy in Massy, new in the technical department, he saw some of the pictures and told me, say, here what, Massy going to do a launch and they may take your car. Let us put it out there. And that is how that whole thing evolved.
Right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much. This is indeed a beautiful piece of vintage.
Thank you very much.
You did an awesome work in restoring and maintaining this vehicle. And I hope you continue to, partner with Massy Motors Tobago, to kind of champion the cause for MG. And thank you very much for having us.
Thank you, sir.
Right?
My pleasure is mine.
The car is a beautiful piece of work.
Thank you.
Welcome to Youth Wednesdays on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. We are outside/inside/outside with Miss Denise Wright, a sales representative at the Massy Motors dealership in Tobago.
Yeah.
This evening we are here at the MG event, and we are
Yes.
standing in front of what is called the top end trim of
That's
the MG
right,
line.
that's right,
And we are,
that's right.
what do we have behind here?
Well, what we have behind us, this is one of our #1 selling SUVs in Trinidad and Tobago right now. It's a vehicle that originated out of the UK. It's been around since 1924, and it's called the MG Morris Garages,
And this
right?
this is the MG HS
This is the EHS
model.
model.
Right.
So this is one of the top sellers. It will come with the leather seats. It will come with a turbo boost. So if you like some pace,
Right,
yes.
right.
So it has a lot of features like safety departure features, lane departure features.
No, and I want to go into one of the vehicles. My favorite color happened to be blue.
Okay.
Oh, so can we segue
Come,
into
let's
the blue?
have a look at the blue.
Right. So you can sit at the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Right.
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 The
So
king.
so this is
Right.
the top end trim.
This is the top end trim.
What
right?
differentiates this from the rest of the trims in this
The
line?
huge sunroof. It
And
has
this-
an enormous
Oh,
sunroof.
and this is the panoramic sunroof.
Right? And on this one, you get 3 different types of leather trim. It has a nice suede soft finish here, and then it has a red leather finish.
Right.
So you can get it either in a burgundy red, or you can get it in a nice soft coffee color, which is very discreet, a nice soft color. And of course, you have the black.
Right.
So this one also comes with a turbo. Right, so that's a super sport there.
Oh.
So it gives you an extra boost. It's a 1.6 turbo engine on this one. The
Okay.
other models will come with either turbo or non-turbo. Right,
Okay.
so the price range pretty affordable
Right.
when you consider the prices of SUVs on the
And
market
this
right
this
now.
seems to be a 10-inch
It's
screen.
a huge 10-inch screen, and the camera, you could dim the screen. It has the side, it has the top, and it has the front and back.
Right.
Right?
That's the panoramic, the 360
Yes,
view.
you will get
And
the
you know,
360.
young people love speed. What are the
Do you?
what are the numbers in terms of horsepower and torque? If you could share that with us.
Right. So with the horsepower, it's like a 15.1 horsepower. The mileage you will get on it is about 16 in the city, and then if you're on the outside, you will get about 20.
Right.
So that's the kind of mileage per gallon that you will get.
Okay.
Right?
And that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And I, for me, vehicles. One of my #1 thing in vehicles is the sound of the horn. Can I just blow the
Go
horn?
ahead. The battery would be off.
Oh.
Yeah, they like
So, so
outside
unfortunately,
the
guys, we can't hear the peep peep or the
Yeah.
prop prop, right? But I prefer the prop prop.
If you put the prop up,
yes.
you'll get that on
So I see
TV.
this have a power tailgate. This is 360 camera here,
Yep.
and these are what the different driving modes.
The different driving modes, right? Here, it has a nifty. Let me just give you a fun fact. So if you want to adjust, let's say your drinks, you could actually adjust here, right? And you put in your drinks.
Right.
And also, let's say if the battery on to start the vehicle, if that goes, you just bring the key, you rest it in here,
Right.
and then that would allow you to start the vehicle.
Wow.
So that's one of the safety features.
Okay,
Right?
That's we call it a feel safe, guys.
Yeah.
In the event of any extreme or adverse conditions.
That's right.
And this is a very beautiful vehicle.
Yeah.
Just quickly, what is the boot in terms of this capacity in terms of
The
liters?
boot, I will have to check for you. We'll have to check that.
But it's spacious enough to carry hampers and groceries and things.
Definitely, you could carry a golf bag in there safe.
Right, great. So thank you very much for coming on. I wish you could have taken us on a test drive, but guys,
So
unfortunately.
let's go.
All right, so guys, see you guys later. We'll be right back. I'm going for a test drive. Good evening, Miss Giselle.
Good evening.
Yes, we are speaking with Miss Giselle, and we are here. We are Tobago Updates. Thank you for accepting our interview this afternoon.
No problem.
We are here live at the MG event. Why are you here this afternoon?
I am here
This evening.
because I actually own an MG.
Which of the MGs do you own?
The MG Essence, the HS Essence.
Oh, so is that the essence of all the vehicles, or
Of course,
and
it
why
is.
that is?
because it has all the features that you could think of. A moonroof, my children call it the moonroof because it's just from the front to the back, it extends. We have turbo, super speed, right? Warming seats.
I hope you do stay within the speed limit, so.
Yes, I do. Most of the time.
Don't see that on television, right? I don't want Officer Pigger to come and.
No. Okay.
Right.
I won't.
Very good.
So yes, I do.
So which of the colors do you have though?
Black.
Black.
With
Oh,
a-
why everybody just run into black? Why not white? Why not blue? Why?
When they say I wanted a beige interior, and the beige and the black looks.
Alright, it's unfortunate that we don't have any pictures right now
No
to
pictures,
see.
no.
No, but you know, do you trust the MG brand, and why that is?
Well, based on the research that I would have done, they have cars since 1924,
Right.
classic vehicles, and why not go with a classic?
Right. And but you chose the top of the top of the line. Excuse me. Why not the entry model? Why not?
Because I would have had a Nissan Qashqai before, and I have a family of 5 of us. I don't need a small car, I need a big car.
You like big?
Yes, and I wanted to upgrade, and an upgrade from the Qashqai is, of
Right.
course, the essence, because that was an SUV as well.
Well, I guess that's the essence of why you really bought
Yes.
a huge vehicle.
Yes,
Pun
yes.
intended, guys. But I want to thank you so much for interviewing us. But finally, would you really recommend MG or any of the other lines to of customers who may not be able to afford?
Of course, not to be able to afford is one of the cheapest SUVs you can find around, right? So you can check Miss June, and she will hook you up on any
And who is
of the
Miss June
muscle.
again?
She is my agent. Miss June, come say hi. Come say hi. You're running away. Come say hi, Miss June.
This lady again.
Yes, this lady again. She sold me my first new car.
You seem to be
Yes.
in everybody's mouth this evening.
Yes.
Right, so you seem to be doing a very good job.
By
So
the
guys,
grace of God, I will.
you know who to come to look for when you're coming down at Massy Motors Tobago to the MG, and then there's possibly any other line, you know.
Any other line,
Any
yes.
other line. Okay. So guys, thank you very much for having
No
us.
problem.
Continue doing
It
a
was
great
a
job.
pleasure.
And I hope you don't pass me straight in your
I'll
big
get you.
luxurious
No,
vehicle.
I'll get you.
You wouldn't pick me up? Okay. I take that as a no, guys. But, I want you guys to help me to tell them to share the live, right? So guys, we're gonna end this interview this evening. Thank you for being with us, and remember to
Share the live.
share the live, share the live.